Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We're going to get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but first, we have a look at your commuter traffic and your weather. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis.
Hi.
You're nice and smiley today, Brian.
I don't know. I had a great lunch today, which was fantastic. And I have breaking news, Ciara.
What is it?
The East Long Meadow Rotary concert scheduled for tonight has been postponed until tomorrow.
Because of that weather, huh?
Yeah, you knew about this, but maybe you didn't know. So now all three of us know. No concert tonight. It's happening tomorrow. And you know, all things considered, I think that was the better choice because the weather's going to be much better here tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, I digress. Let's take a look at traffic, shall we? We always have such a good time here on the 4 p.m. digital newscast. I just lost track of time and intent. Good news here is I don't have much to say. I-91 is fine. Mass Pike is fine. 391, 291, all looking good. Weather. Still a little clammy out there. This is great weather if you're a mildew farmer, but for the rest of us, not so much. 77 now, Northampton and Westfield, 74 in Greenfield. So not very hot, but it is humid. Notice these dew points right around 7. So we're actually pretty close to saturation right now. 69-degree dew point in Springfield, 71 in Greenfield. You get the idea. Humid air out there, and you know this if you've been outside or if you don't have any air conditioning inside your house. Keeping an eye on the clouds and radar, there are some fairly strong thunderstorms off to our west, but not much happening here. We're going to keep the chance for a scattered shower and thunderstorm in the forecast through the evening. But there is better news for tomorrow we'll share with the 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
All right, now for your top 4 at 4. People are in custody after an investigation at the Berkshire Arms Apartments in Springfield this morning. According to the Homeland Security Investigations Unit, they were executing a search warrant related to an ongoing investigation. A 22 News viewer first alerted us to the activity just before 5 this morning, saying they could hear loud noises that sounded like a powerful shotgun from the apartment building next to their home. The HSI spokesperson clarifying it wasn't gunfire they heard. It was the sound of a flashbang grenade as agents entered the residence. And 2 teenagers were arrested after a report of car break-ins in Springfield. Police say the break-ins happened at around 1 a.m. in the area of Liberty and Roy Streets. After reviewing video footage, 19-year-old Dinez Fonseca from Agawam and a 14-year-old were arrested. Fonseca is charged with 3 counts of attempt to commit a crime. Due to the age of the second suspect, police cannot release his name or charges. A 6th former Boston police officer has been sentenced as part of an overtime fraud scheme. Michael Murphy from Hyde Park pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit theft concerning programs receiving federal funds and 1 count of embezzlement from an agency receiving federal funds. He was sentenced to 2 years of supervised release and is ordered to pay a $5,000 fine and over $16,000 in restitution. To date, 15 former Boston cops have been charged for overtime fraud. Activists held an Arrest Netanyahu rally in Northampton this afternoon ahead of the Prime Minister's speech to Congress. People were seen gathering on the steps of Northampton City Hall. Organizers say this is an opportunity for people to voice their concerns that President Biden and Congress would allow Netanyahu into the U.S., saying he's committed genocide against the Palestinian people in Gaza. We'll have more on his speech to Congress on 22 News starting at 5. Now let's have another check of the weather with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis.
I was just daydreaming there. I was daydreaming of less humid air, Ciara. And here we are.
Here we are.
Let's take a look. There is the chance for a scattered shower here this evening, and you can see it here on the 22 News Storm Team Skycast. What's interesting is that usually our shower chances decrease as we get later into the evening. In this case, the shower chances are going to increase. A slight chance for a scattered shower through 9 o'clock, and then our chances for showers increase after 9 o'clock. There they are at midnight. And then a few scattered showers overnight. We're going to still keep the chance in for a shower tomorrow, Thursday. But generally speaking, it's looking dry. Some clouds in the morning. Notice here at noontime are mostly cloudy. And then watch what happens in the afternoon. These clouds eventually will thin out and we clear out. So I'm guardedly optimistic. Most of the day here tomorrow is dry. High temperatures in the 80s. And the weekend is looking good. We'll show you all of that on 22 News at 5 p.m. on TV.
Now for what's trending today. Today was the first day of training camp for the New England Patriots. Thousands of people filled the bleachers in Foxborough despite the rain. The team is coming off of a 4-13 season, but fans are rooting for the new head coach, Gerard Mayo, and new quarterback, third draft pick from North Carolina, Drake May, to bring a title back to Gillette. The Patriots' first preseason game will be in Foxborough on August 8th, and you'll be able to watch all the action on the CW Springfield. And the Olympic Games are returning to Utah. The International Olympic Committee announced that Salt Lake City will host the 2034 Winter Olympics. The announcement comes after concerns about U.S. authorities not supporting the embattled World Anti-Doping Agency, after the U.S. conducted their own investigation against the Chinese swimmers ahead of the Tokyo Games. This will mark the 5th time that the Games will be played on American soil. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. West Springfield's Do Not Use Water order continues. See how this is affecting residents and businesses in the area. And Valley Bike Share is back in the Pioneer Valley. Find out if any of the new bike stations are near you. Plus, we have the latest on how the RMV is doing following the CrowdStrike outage.
One last check of traffic. Traffic looking good. 91 from Franklin County to the Connecticut state line is running smoothly. Mass Pike from Worcester County to the Berkshires also looking good. And no slowdowns on I-291 or I-391. Just a reminder that the East Long Meadow Rotary Concert Series scheduled for tonight has been postponed until tomorrow. The Valley Blue Sox game scheduled for 6:35 tonight is still on as scheduled. We'll keep you posted tonight on 22 News starting at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you. And thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5. But you can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.